Halifax Cruise Port. Hello everyone, we are now in Halifax. Here is an overview of the cruise terminal from our ship. Our ship is docked at Pier 21. Halifax is the capital of the province of Nova Scotia and the largest metropolitan area on Canada's Atlantic coast. It is situated on the eastern coast of Canada on one of the largest natural harbors in the world. Passengers disembarking from the ship. The cruise terminal is very near from where the ship is docked. Inside the terminal, you will see vendors selling merchandise such as t-shirts, sweaters, artwork, decorative items, etc. Private tours are also available. Upon exiting the terminal, you will see excursion buses waiting outside. We are on a shore excursion with Princess to Peggy Cove, and this is our bus. Let's go.
There's a slight warm breeze coming up from the south. Later in the day, the temperature dropped. We saw the snowflakes at 7 o'clock or so. The very next day, temperature warms up. Rain starts to fall the following day, all that snow gone. So we get these freeze and thaw cycles. There's money here, some old money. These are people that have worked very hard all their lives, successful businessmen and women, and they live out here. But it's also Millionaire's Cove because of Hollywood. Hollywood loves to come and film in Nova Scotia whenever they can because, number one, the American dollar goes further in Canada. Number two, we have tax incentives in Nova Scotia for filmmakers. We have great crews, and it's also having to do with how we treat people and the lay of our land. We look like a lot of other places. So if you have a good budget for your movie, but not enough to film in, say, the Napa Valley of California, remember the hill that we are about to drive up, you have to walk down it and then walk back up it. There is Claire with her little hot dog cart. If you're feeling nauseous, you can go there for a dog or maybe a veggie dog. Now, everybody look to the right. You see this little bitty body of water with all the Cape Islanders in it? That is Peggy Cove. Does that look familiar from I want to argue that, and they rightfully so. Top of the lighthouse, by the way, 100 feet above the surface of the ocean. You can Google image Peggy's Cove during a storm and see the waves crashing over it. They're not photoshopped. My dad used to bring me here as a boy, and I've seen the waves coming up to the top of that lighthouse. Now everybody, if you're feeling a little peckish, there's the Southwester restaurant and gift shop. That sort of a mauve color home on our left, that is Tom's Lobster Shack. They do an excellent lobster roll in there, by the way. Now, public washrooms. If you go down to see Claire for a hot dog, there's a building beside where her stand is with the number 111 on it. Those are public washrooms. At the top of the hill, you'll see another building. It's gray with the number 184 on it. Also public washrooms. And there's washrooms inside at the Southwester restaurant. So there's the open Atlantic Ocean, everybody. Now you see how everybody's out on those big granite boulders? Yes, you can go out there. Just watch where you're placing your feet. Okay, be very careful where you're placing your feet. I don't want anyone to even turn an ankle. Okay, so just be careful when you're plodding around out there. Now you can see Mr. Bruce there.
Getting off the bus to explore this popular tourist attraction. For those with mobility issues, there are accessible boardwalk and paths. We are now at the large viewing deck overlooking the lighthouse and coastline. Benches are also available for visitors to enjoy the scenery without walking on the boulders. A popular theory about how this place got its name is that the name came from the sole survivor of a shipwreck in the area. The woman's name was Margaret, but she was also known as Peggy. She settled in the cove, eventually giving Peggy's Cove its name. The first lighthouse at Peggy's Cove was built in 1868. It was later replaced by the current concrete structure, an octagonal lighthouse built in 1914. The original wooden lighthouse near the new structure was later damaged by Hurricane Edna in 1954. A close-up look at the famous Peggy's Cove lighthouse.
Yeah. Beautiful huge rocks with strong waves crashing against them. While enjoying the beautiful scenery and taking pictures, do remember to steer clear of the black rocks, which are slippery and dangerous.
rugged coastline, the lighthouse, and the view of the Atlantic Ocean makes a pretty picture. After visiting the beautiful lighthouse, we make our way to the charming little fishing village. A quick tour around the village and we had a lovely day at Peggy's Cove, and we think this picturesque place is definitely worth a visit. We are getting ready to return to the cruise port.
Called the Narrows. That is where the collision of the Halifax explosion took place. Took a few minutes, but then the emo backs away. Point Pleasant Park. This is the main part of Halifax Harbour now. The main part of the harbour is used for commerce, and it's the home of our Navy, home of the Atlantic Fleet, as we call it. Hopefully not at all, if very much at all.
Our ship leaving Halifax. Thank you for watching, and please give us a thumbs up if you enjoy our video.